afternoon. We race down into turn one. No mistake from Andrea Antonelli. Severukian in second spot. Fabulous start. Looks to be Karol Pashovic, who's gone straight up into third place for the Kiddix Driver Academy. Timek Kuharczyk right behind him. A clean start as they race down the old back straight for the first time here this afternoon. There is Timek ahead of the first of the Lennox Racing Leclerc karts. That's Mart Stensonet. Has made a great start. Unfortunately, Victoria Blokina, the 14-year-old from Moscow, Russia, after being in superb form, has come to grief, and she's out on the opening lap of the final, as is Brando. Brando also has retired off screen, and the Italian gets 0 points here this afternoon. Antonelli leads them across the line from Severukian, Pashovic, and Kuharczyk. The poles run 3 and 4. Mart behind, then it's Tuka Tappinen. Rafa Kamara, not the best start from grid 2. He's back in 7th place, the series leader. Ahead of Lucas Malek, Emo Fittipaldi, Rafa Modenese, and the Bulgarian Lion in the background. Nikolai Zolov as Karol Pashovic now gets the run on Artem Severukian, who was slow coming onto the back straight. Pashovic saw it, he knew it, and the two poles go by the Russian. He's Mart in the background. Martinia Stensonet for the Charles Leclerc Lennox Racing Team, also trying to capitalize on Artem Severukian as Timek goes down the inside. He's now the top pole. The Robert Kubica kart, 224 on your screen, up into second place. Fabulous start to the OK final here this afternoon. Antonelli with 0.8 of a second over the two Polish drivers. Timek from Karol. Then we go back to Artem Severukian, who's still being hounded by Martinia Stensonet. The top Tony kart for the factory team is Tuka Tappinen. We're looking further back in the field. It's Joseph Turney ahead of his countryman Luca Griggs. But JT from MK in the UK is down in 17th place as Karol retakes second place here this afternoon. Antonelli is pulling away. The two poles fight again, different teams, same country, and the Russian Severukian says enough of this, boys, and Artem simply drives by the both of them. Tuka down the inside also takes the place. Up the inside goes Lucas Malek. Nice pass by Lucas in 2.40. The gap now 1.6 seconds. Antonelli from Artem 1 and 2. Mart up onto the podium in position 3. The boy from Oslo in Norway for the Charles Leclerc Lennox Racing Team in third place, just ahead of Pashovic. Kuharczyk, Lucas Malek. There's Rafa in the background. Do not discount the South American. He did this in the first 2 rounds of the championship. He did the same thing in the Champions Cup, just had a slow, careful, steady start and then picked them off one by one. Has he got the speed? We've got 14 laps to find out. Martinia Stensonet, 2-3-2 on the podium at the moment. There is Antonelli. Look at the gap from the Italian back to the Russian. 1.9 seconds, 53.744 from Andrea. Stensonet looks behind, back to Karol Pashovic right in the middle of the circuit. The old turn 1, it's now turn 2. Pashovic behind Stensonet. Antonelli is walking away with this one. We're keeping one eye on Kamara. He's stuck there in 6th place. Does not seem to have the speed that he's had in the first 3 races of 2021. Martinia Stensonet driving superbly. As you see, Karol Pashovic just get lightly up onto 2 wheels. He's close enough to make a move on the Norwegian. Down the inside, not quite close enough though. Martinius goes in very deep. His Speedwear Stilo helmet glistening in the sunshine here. As you look at Rafa Kamara, here comes the boy from Brazil. He's gone by Timek as Mart leaves the door open. And Pashovic now up onto the podium. Kuharczyk just behind. Here comes Rafa. Kamara's gone by the first pole. Kamara lines up the Norwegian. Watch them down into the old turn 2, the old back straight, which is now turn 9. Just gently nudges Stensorner out the way. Let's hope, let's pray that did not dislodge the South American's nose cone. The 202 Oak Racing Kart Republic on the charge here this afternoon. Marks from Timac. Goes in deep, goes defensive. He'll lose time on the exit. There's Tuka Tappanen trying to close the door. It's getting ragged here as we approach the halfway point. OK final. Round 3, the WSK Supermaster Series for 2021. Timac forces his way by Mart. And you got a glimpse of Igor Shepel, the Czech driver, in position 9 in 2.70. Here's Kamara. He's coming. He's got Pashovic just ahead. Karol Pashovic for the Kiddix Driver Academy. He lines him up. Karol goes in deep. Nicely driven by the pole. Rafa's just waiting. Rafa will take him. The question is, will he catch Antonelli? There's another one. Rafa Kamara now up onto the podium. He was back in 7th. He started 2nd on the grid. The boy from Brazil is on the charge this afternoon. And let me remind you, his closest contender in the championship, Arvid Lindblad, did not take the start after being crashed out violently in the pre-final earlier this morning. Rafa Kamara picks up another valuable points in the championship. Antonelli is closing in on the championship lead though, and he's closing in on a victory here this afternoon. Antonelli, there's Severukian in 2nd, the Russian. And there is the race leader, Andrea. The 2019, I should say, WSK Supermaster Series champion. That was in okjunior. As you look at Timac, Kuharczyk, just ahead of Tuka Tappanen, the 210 Tony Kart, ahead of Mart, who's back in 7th place. Tuka Tappanen's quick. The Finn down the inside. The Finn takes the pole. Nice move by Tuka Tappanen. Timac Kuharczyk leaves the door open for the Czech. Igor Shepel, but closes it on the exit. That's Igor 270. As they go down into turn 2, Timac defensive as Tuka Tappanen pulls away in the Tony Kart. We approach half race distance. Antonelli, 2.5 seconds over Severukian, but listen to this. Kamara, position 3 is coming. Rafa Kamara, here comes the boy from South America. He's gone purple, 53.510. He's 0.2 of a second faster than the race leader, Andrea Kimi Antonelli, but has he left his run too late? There is Tuka Tappanen, starting to lose time just a little bit as the race moves into the second half. Shepel goes by Kuharczyk. The gap 2.7 seconds, not the best lap that time from Kamara. He is closing in on the Russian Artem Severukian, the series leader, Rafa Kamara, the DM management driver from Sao Paulo. You know the country, you know the continent, you know he's the boy from. We'll save that for later in the race. The Russian in 2nd looks over his shoulder. Artem Severukian for Joachim Ward's Ward Racing team, the Vortex Power Tony Kart. He's getting nervous, he's Artem. Rafa's got the speed. Rafa has come from a mile back. Rafa is now on the back of the 245 Tony Kart. 215 Tony Kart, I should say. There's another move. Rafa up to 2nd place. Severukian back to 3rd. You got a glimpse of Christian Hose, abandoned Sauber Kart Republic in the background. He has retired along with Artem's teammate, Victoria Blockina. Brando is out and Luca Griggs. He's the 4th retirement of the OK final here this afternoon. Antonelli, the gap is 3 seconds, not to Artem. He's back to Rafa. Here he comes as we update the virtual championship for you. 275 points to Rafa Kamara, 196 to Antonelli. The series to be decided at the center of the karting universe, South Garda on April the 25th. And of course, in 2 weeks' time, we kick off the 2021 WSK Euro Series, also at Lonato. We look forward to seeing you then. And of course, we'll bring you all the action live on wsk.it if, unfortunately, in your own homes, in your own country, somewhere around the world. Kamada, another fastest lap, 53.49 versus 53.7. He cuts 0.3 of a second. There's the confirmation at the bottom left of your screen. Antonelli, though, 2.8 seconds. That's a huge margin with just 6 laps to go. Kamada won the WSK Champions Cup. He won the first round of the WSK Supermaster Series. He finished second to Arvid. As you look at Karel Pashovic and Lucas Malik, almost going wheel to wheel. Karel 2.47 for the Kiddix Driver Academy. Lucas Malik just behind, and Nicolette Solov for DPK Racing. The Kart Republics backed by Fernando Alonso himself. They look superb, and they're quick as they run inside the top 10. Down into turn 1, and they're now joined by Rafa Modenese and Emo Fittipaldi as well. Now less than 6 laps remaining. Another fastest lap from Rafa. 53.47, 53.69 for Antonelli. He's taking tenths out of the Italian, but he's a long way back. I'd suggest to you too far back as Duke Katapanen goes through. Shepil, the Fernando Alonso back Kart Republics. Shepil, Malik, Solov, Pashovic, Modenese and Emo Fittipaldi round out the 10. Christian Bertuca going through ahead of Ricardo Gracia and Ruben Moya. Another fastest lap, 53.4, another 2/10. The gap down to 2.3 seconds. It's not enough. It is not enough. Antonelli, the 2019 Junior WSK Supermaster Series champion, following in the footsteps of the likes of Nicholas Nielsen, who won the inaugural title. It was KF3 back then. It was in 2010. Antonio Fuoco, the Ferrari Formula One test driver and GT racer. He won it 2011. Callum Eilert won it in 2012. Alessio Lorandi a year later. Enna Ahmed, Clement Novalak, the mighty Moroccan Super Semi Taufik, who won the 16 title. Andrea Rosso, Gabriele Mini, Andrea Kimi Antonelli. Last year it was Arvid Lindblad. Both Arvid and on senior OK category, but only one of them is on the track here this afternoon. Nicolette Solov gets a really good look at the back of Lucas Malik. Rafa Kamada, the gap is down to 2.1 seconds. He won't do it. He's driven brilliantly, but he missed the start. He was back to 7th. Let's give some credit to Andrea Kimi Antonelli. It's a Kart Republic 1-2. The Tony Karts in 3 and 4. There's Shepil, and there's the blue and yellow Fernando Alonso backed Kart Republics. Spina, Il Siciliano, now up into 10th place. Good recovery from Alfio as Andrea comes across to get the 2 laps to go sign. Alfio qualified way down the field. They got the wrong gearing on the kart. He had an accident. He didn't start the warm-up yesterday with something as simple as a fouled spark plug, but he's fought back. He's driven well. Alfio Spinner in 10th place. Just ahead of Pashovic, Kuhacic, Pirtilati, Joseph Turney and Luigi Coluccio from grid 30, now into 15th place in the Cosmic. Good drive from Luigi. As Antonelli goes through with 1.5 laps remaining, it will be a Kart Republic victory here this afternoon, be assured. The OK final, round 3 of the Supermaster Series for Argenti Motorsport. A brilliant drive. He'll get the last lap board next time around. The inside rear off the deck as he accelerates 134 k's an hour. Kamada in the background. And now Antonelli extends the gap. It's going the other way. Kamada will not catch him. Andrea Kimi Antonelli with 1 lap to go. We'll call it now. He will win here this afternoon, round 3 of the WSK Supermaster Series. A faultless, perfect drive from pole position. Races up the old back straight. The old turn 2, now it's turn 9. the right-hander, one of the few parts of the old circuit that still exists. Just faultless. The boy from Bologna, the Italian in the Miami-powered Kart Republic. Just one corner to go. That checkered flag is about to wave. Andrea Kimi Antonelli takes the victory in round 3 of the WSK Supermaster Series. A fantastic drive to take the win over the series leader from Brazil, Rafa Kamara Tuka Tappinen. The top Tony kart, the Finn, the final step of the podium in 3rd place.